Hello friends, and welcome to Stories and Songs with Gigi. We know when we see the stars and the moon in the sky, it's time for a bedtime story. And tonight, I borrowed this sweet little book for my grandchildren called Ready for Bed by Jane Johnson and Gabby Henson. Ah, peace and quiet at last, sighed Mrs. Rabbit. All my children are tucked safely in bed. But Mrs. Rabbit had spoke too soon. I can't sleep, Mummy, said her youngest little bunny, interrupting her first snore. Mrs. Rabbit tried a gentle lullaby. Hush-a-bye, bunny, on a treetop. When the bough bends the cradle. Little Bunny's eyes began to close. Is my bunny sleepy now? Whispered Mrs. Rabbit, as so as not to wake the others. No, said Little Bunny, not at all sleepy. He wanted his mummy all to himself. Mrs. Rabbit tried a bubbly bath. Rub-a-dub-dub, my bunny needs a scrub, she laughed. Who's my beautiful baby? I am, Little Bunny smiled sweetly. Well now, darling, I think it's our bedtime, said Mrs. Rabbit, hopefully drying his fur. No, said Little Bunny, not bedtime yet. Mrs. Rabbit tried warm milk. Stirry, whirly, creamy white, she yawned. Time to cuddle and say goodnight. Little Bunny reached up for a hug. Cuddles, yes, not goodnight, he said. He wanted to stay up with Mummy forever. Squeezy, huggy, snuggle up tight, he said happily. Aren't I your little best bunny in the world tonight? I love all my bunnies the same, sleepyhead, said Mrs. Rabbit. Then I'll never be ready for bed, said Little Bunny. What am I to do with you? Said his worn-out mother. Little Bunny jumped up excitedly. Let's play bunny hops, said Little Bunny. Hoppity, hoppity, hop, around and round the room till I flop, whispered Mrs. Rabbit. Zzz, went Little Bunny. Ah, peace and quiet at last, said Mrs. Rabbit. Even my youngest little bunny is asleep in bed. Mrs. Rabbit fell into bed, but through her snores she heard her second youngest bunny call, Mommy, I can't sleep. The end. Ready for bed. Good night, little bunnies. Sleep tight. Please subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. Night, night.